Hey y'all. Sorry I didn't tell nobody I was going live. This was just a spontaneous situation. And I haven't been over here on Blessed too. I got to start coming on here. So I thought I'd come on here with just a little news. For those of you who are going to catch the replay, thank you for coming on. I decided I'll start coming on this channel maybe every Saturday. You know, I don't want it just to be a dead channel. But let me get to what I came on for. It's the obvious. I believe everybody and their mother reporting it right now. R. Kelly has been found guilty on all charges, y'all. Which I figured he would be. I really figured he would be. R. Kelly has been found guilty on all charges. Let's just read about it. Okay. Everybody reporting on it. But I knew he was going to be found guilty on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why they even went through all of that. Okay. Okay, let me get to my story here. So this is CNN reporting right here. Hey, Miss Gerald, Paulette, Michelle, A. Voodoo. Oh, wow, I got 20 over here and I didn't even advertise it. Well, I didn't even tell none of my moms. Maybe one or two. Okay. So CNN News is reporting just in jurors have found R&B singer R. Kelly guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking charges. In all, Kelly could face decades in prison. Kelly, who has been on trial since August 18th, will be sentenced on May 4th. I wonder why it's taking so long to sentence him. May 4th. That's months away. This is what. Wow. Anyway, R&B singer R. Kelly will be sentenced on May 4th in connection with racketeering and sex trafficking charges. A jury made up of 7 men and 5 women found him guilty today in federal court. They began deliberating on Friday afternoon. An attorney for Kelly said that the attorney is considering filing an appeal and is disappointed in the verdict. I don't know why he's disappointed in the verdict. I mean, it's all there, all the proof there, all the testimony all the young ladies gave over the last few years. I don't understand why. Now, CNN also reporting on the juries have been found R&B singer R. Kelly guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking in a federal case in the Eastern District of New York. Kelly faced a total of 9 counts. 1 count of racketeering with 14 underlying acts that included sexual exploitation of a child, kidnapping, bribery, and sex trafficking charges, and also 8 additional counts of violations of the Mann Act, a sex trafficking law. The jury made up of 7 men and 5 women began deliberating Friday afternoon. In all, Kelly could face decades in prison and sentencing, which is scheduled for May 4th. The verdict comes 13 years after Kelly, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, was acquitted of child pornography charges at an Illinois state trial. An attorney for Kelly said that they are considering filing an appeal and are disappointed in the verdict. Trial began August the 18th. Wow. Hey, Soap and Watch, Auntie Smith. I needed to come over here and report this over here. Oh, blessed too. Thank you guys for coming. And not only that, Kelly, I don't know, decades. Kelly is over for him. Yeah, we back over here on Blessed too. It's over. Kelly's former tour manager, Demetrius Smith, testified reluctantly that he bribed a worker at a welfare office in the Chicago area to create a welfare ID for Leah. Mm-mm-mm. I made her, the welfare office worker, an offer and she took the money. Smith testified. I gave her $500. He had people bribing everybody for these little young girls. He just did the most. So I'm not surprised that they found him guilty on all charges. I'm really not surprised at all. A former radio intern who identified herself as Sonia testified September 9th that Kelly invited her to travel to Chicago to interview him at his studio in 2003 when she was 21. And that once she arrived, an employee put her in a room that Sonia quickly realized was locked from the outside. She said she was kept in the room for several days, occasionally let out to go to the bathroom and shower. Now, this one was 21 years old. You would think she would kind of know better than the 14 and 15-year-old. But then, I mean, everybody was mesmerized by him, I'm assuming. And the fact that it was R. Kelly, she didn't think nothing was up with that. But she said she got locked in the room. So many of them gave different testimonies. Another witness, Geronda Pace, testified she met R. Kelly when she went to watch his 2008 Illinois state trial on child pornography charges when she was in high school. She testified that he invited her to his home a year later when she was 16 and that he sexually abused her. I told him I was 19, she testified, but she was 16. But it's just so many testimonies that went on. And I guess, court procedure, you have to go through that long situation, going through all the testimonies and everything, when we already knew what those of us in public opinion figured he was guilty anyway. I'm glad he finally has a guilty mark on his record. Exactly. He just finna do life. It is what it is. He's gonna get years for each count. It's over for him. Big time over. I wonder if he has another fit when they announce he verdict. Of course he is. It's gonna be really dramatic. Because to me, he thought when he threw them fits that people were gonna believe him. Y'all watched that interview that he did when what's her name? Oprah Winfrey friend did that interview. Friend did that interview with him. And he was trying to make her, Gayle King, and he was trying to make himself sound so convincing. But they got her to do the interview like they always get her to interview the blacks. You know how they do it. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, he really thought he was sounding so convincing. Yeah, I'm finally glad it's over with too. But I wonder why they went to May. Wow, that's about 8 months away? I wonder if they're waiting that long because of appeals or whatever before sentencing. I wonder if so I don't know. Hey y'all, but I'm gonna say this too. Let me hop to this too. And if y'all want to talk about it, y'all can, or we can talk whatever we want to talk about it in the news over here on Blessed too. Well, I don't want to be messy yet, y'all. Well, I have plans to do other stuff that over here when I get around to it. Been kind of dragging my feet on it, but I'm getting there. I did not know that Michael Jordan had a son that old. Michael Jordan has a 32-year-old son. I didn't know. TMZ had him in the news today. Michael Jordan's son Jeffrey accused of assault in Arizona. So his son Jordan was booked Saturday for one count of aggravated assault of a healthcare professional. He has since been released. Jeffrey Jordan, Michael Jordan's 32-year-old son, is accused of assaulting staff at a hospital in Arizona Friday night, where he was being treated for an injury he sustained in the bar. TMZ Sports has learned. I didn't know he had a son that old. Hey, Miss Cruiser, what you think about the R. Kelly situation? Right now, I'm just saying, I didn't know Michael Jordan had a son that old. So if somebody wants to speak on it, I'll drop my link. Okay. Jeffrey was at Casa Amigas bar in Scottsdale when he fell and hit his head, according to the police. They say Jordan then became combative with security, who attempted to escort him out of the bar to receive medical attention. Scottsdale PD, who were in the area for an unrelated call, was summoned to assist. Cops interviewed bar staff and eventually deemed the incident medical in nature, not criminal, and an ambulance was called to transport JJ to a hospital. After arriving at the hospital, that's when things allegedly took a turn. Jeffrey is accused of assaulting hospital staff while being treated for an injury he sustained at the bar. A report for aggravated assault, a felony, was taken at the hospital. As for Jeffrey's side, our sources would tell us he was confused and disoriented following the fall. So I guess they think he was acting like that because he was still disoriented because of the hit on his head when he fell at the bar. Now, he wasn't arrested or charged with a crime, but as of this morning, he still remains in the hospital. It caught my eye because I didn't realize Michael Jordan, but if I think about it, yeah, that's probably about right. You know, he had a son that old. So all his kids are in his 30s. So is that the oldest one, 32? I just didn't realize that for some reason. And we'll never really see too much of him in the news or all his children in the news. So that's why they caught my eye. It said Jeffrey, MJ's oldest son, played college basketball at the University of Illinois before transferring to the University of Central Florida. Oh, he's following his father's footsteps. Oh, well, sometimes I don't know everything, but it just caught my eye when I saw that, when I was reading up on the R. Kelly being guilty situation. My mind is telling no, but my body is telling me he's guilty. The youngest is 28. So if the youngest is 28 and he's 32, they're like stair steppers, meaning they're not what they are, 1 and 2 years apart. Thank you, Nappy Child. Hey, Soap the Wars. Hey, Anthony Smith. Yeah, I'll come over here from time to time. I'm thinking maybe I should come over here on Saturdays. Well, if anybody want to come speak on something else besides the mess, we can do that. And I'm surprised for the amount of people that's over here already, being that I haven't been advertising this channel. But y'all go ahead and subscribe. The new people, if there are any new ones here at all. Michael J. 57. I think, is he that old? Okay. I didn't realize he was that old, Miss Cruiser. Wow, time flies, huh? He's that old. He's not that much under me. I don't think. Wow, now that I think about it, I am older than him, but I didn't think. I don't know. I just thought he was much younger for some reason. I don't know why I was thinking that boy was much younger. Yes, May. Yes, I just said 8 months away. His sentencing is in May. Isn't that a long time? Well, he had been in that drinking. I'm assuming he must have been a little tipsy. They say he fell and bumped his head. And maybe he was still disoriented by the time he got to the hospital. Boo, I didn't know something was up with your daughter. Sending prayers if she's sick. I hope she's okay. He may have been a little tipsy, but they didn't actually say the word drunk. They were saying how he fell and hit his head at the bar. Hey, Laurie. You think it's backlog, or do you know how sometimes when people get ready to get sentenced, the dates be far apart, and the attorneys in the meantime be filing for appeals? Because that's a long time. Hey, Moment with Muffy. He has twin girls born 2014 daughters. I'm Michael Jordan. Oh, okay. Hey, Caramel, Cassandra. Guilty? Made me think of Isaac Hayes' song, Guilty, oh, I'm guilty. No appeals come after, I'm pretty sure. Well, the story I just read, one of his attorneys saying that they want to appeal it. Now, I think that wasn't TMZ. I think that was the CNN one. Because I only read 2 stories. I didn't go to the New York Times story. And the New York Times, it said R. Kelly found guilty of all counts and faces life in prison. Of course, there's life because he's going to get years for each count. And just think of all the people that testified against him, y'all. Oh my God. I knew they had him this time. No doubt he was going to be. Exactly, Laurie. Now, I was thinking I'd come off about 30 minutes and talk. I've been on here 50 minutes. Now, if somebody else want to speak on it, they can. I'll drop my link or you can call in. Yes, somebody just said he also have twin daughters. 5 years old, Pamet. Wait a minute. I thought when somebody just said twin daughters that they, wait a minute. Don't he got other twins that's older? Let me go back up. Because his youngest is 28. Somebody just said something about twins. They're 5. He's still making babies. Oh, really? Kelly got it going on, huh? Oh, from the new marriage? Wow. Oh, well, he still got it. That's what he want to do, make babies. See, he's at 57 or 58. The twins are 5. Well, you know, you might be around to see him get grown. You never know. He might have longevity. I mean, no shade. I'm just saying, you know, usually at that age, a lot of men don't be wanting a baby at that age. My son don't want no more kids. And he barely 40. He don't want no more kids. You know, talking about he's too old. I don't think so. He got a newer, younger, blonder wife. Oh, really? He got a blonde wife this time? I'll say. Kelly's attorneys may ask to please bargain it. Yeah. Well, of course, they're going to do that. But it still doesn't matter if they do that, Miss Cruiser. He's still going to be gone for life. I mean, bargain to what? Even if it's 3 years per person, that's some years. Okay, even if the minimum is 20 years, R. Kelly ain't no spring chicken itself. Well, that is young, but I'm just saying they don't want to have children no more at 58. Because let's face it, you'll be 78 when the child make 20. You'll be 76 when the child make 18. But then I've known of men that were older that did have babies. You know, you got a lot of the celebrities get married to a younger woman in their 20s and they're already up there in their 50s and 60s. I get it. They still make them babies. But now a woman at age definitely don't want no kids, but a man will. R. Kelly must have made the powers to be upset. Anyone from Chicago knows he's been doing this for years. Yeah. Rich folks have babies late. They hurry. I know, Miss Cruiser. And that's what I'm saying. Then they they give it their nannies and they have babies. You see, what's the Playboy? What is he married that young girl? Wow, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know his name at the tip of my tongue. Everybody know him. He's the Playboy Mansion guy. There is something I learned in church years ago as a child. Be sure your sins will not find you out. I don't know what that means, Carrie Ray. I ain't learned that one. Hey, Carol Cassandra. Poor Brooke gonna try to break him out. Had her very first child. Well, some ladies nowadays, Miss Cruiser, wait until their 40s to start having children. It started at 40 because they go get their careers. Back in the day, though, people used to look at you crazy, a woman crazy if they had no baby by their mid-20s. A lot of men think something wrong with you back then. You know, you didn't find too many black women for sure start a family that late. But nowadays, they do the same things. They go get a career, get it going. Once they get settled in their career, it's going good, then they start having babies. Yeah, but I don't think they want to have them in their 50s. 40 is not a bad age for a woman to have a baby. 60 should be 20 if you think about it that way. But yeah, just like what's that lady name on a Housewives of Atlanta? She had a baby in her 40s. They're going to rake him financially now. He won't have nothing left after they're done. He probably don't know how to have anything now. I bet you catch up. He probably don't have no money now. It means whatever wrong you do, you would get. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. You would never get away with wrong. No, what's ever in the dark, truly and always come to the light. Oh, no, not 50. Not going to stand it. Wait until they're 40. And they'll say, but they also nowadays freeze their eggs to make sure. Oh, no, hold on. I got to take this call. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. That was my niece. She had a little procedure, but it was in the doctor's office. Out. She let me know she home and she okay. So anyway, I agree. The old folks say that payday is coming. Is eventually catch up, which exactly. But we used to say, "What's in the dark will come to the light." It is, and it always does, y'all. I don't care how long it takes. Everything usually catch up with you. Now 52. Now back to what I was saying. Some like nowadays they freeze their eggs. Okay. Because, the older you get, you don't produce eggs like that as you would, But the thing about it is, say if you start like the ladies back in the day, our parents' age used to start off sometimes 16 and 18. Now, if they start off at 16, they'll have them all the way up to their mid-40s. You see what I'm saying? But to actually just start off in your 40s, they say it's hard of you way too late. So I can see you starting up and have them all the way up to then. Because I'm told I was the last one. I'm told my mother had me at 38, but she started at 18 or 19 when she got married and then continued to have them. And back then, ladies would have anywhere from 8 to 15 children. Times were different, and they can feed their kids. You know what I'm saying? People had family. Like I said, man, they think something wrong with a woman in the 20s. They had no babies yet, especially if she waited around the 40. That's just the way it was. They would respect a woman with children for some reason. It's really weird. He's become a ghostwriter. I mean, no one needs to know he's writing. And anybody that know what I'm saying. That it just when they say, oh, wonder what's wrong with that young gal, ain't got no babies. They just, and some of them old-fashioned thinking is still like that these days. They think if a woman can't have kids, something wrong with them. But some women just decide these days they don't want to have kids. It's rare, but you do have some women, just like some men. First, one of our church members got pregnant, 51. Her sons were 19 and 20. She was pregnant. Her husband was 54. And you know what? That can happen because you just as fertile when you're going through the change as you are when you first become a young lady. When you first have your period, you're just as fertile going through the change. They say be careful going through the change because you're just as fertile as back then. So be careful with anybody going through the change. You're fertile just like you was back then for some reason. And I know she wasn't expecting that. But it's still a blessing though. Okay, yeah, Hugh Hefner. That's what I was talking about a little earlier. A lot of these cases started including his friend Crosby. Yeah, he married that young thing over there. And what was he, 70 years old when he married that young girl? I heard a lot of these old babies come out like Misty. Yeah. Well, when an older man make a baby, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna go there. Shut up. Hey, Anthony. Michael Jordan has twins for a second man. I know they just said 5 years old. I thought at first somebody first mentioned he has some older twins. They come out looking old. It's just something about children when their dad is real old. Because one of my sisters had an older man. That's just something. I don't know. Lord, if I get pregnant right now, whoa, these folks in my town would let them gossip. You can, if you got a man, you come right, you get pregnant. Like I say, be careful if you go into the chain because they say you're just as fertile. But I wouldn't want to get pregnant, have the baby 19 or 20, then at 54. No. And then they say, even raising a child when all your other kids are grown, you would raise them different too, because you didn't learn all your mistakes from your first kids. That's what they say. You have experience, what to do and what not to do. And then people would say, well, you favoritised the last kid you have. You didn't treat your older ones like that, but that's not true. You knew what you knew then. You learned. My mom has nieces and nephews older than me. They are older. Well, I told y'all my nephew passed, but he's still living. I'm 2 years older than him. But then my other older nieces, oh wow, my oldest niece is like 3 years under me. Then you got some 4 and 5 years under me. I ran and played with all my nieces. And I was practically raised with them though, because like I said, my mother left early on. So I get it. I was like their big sister, just a few years older than them. So and it was fun. And I love the fact that I have nieces like that, up there in age with me. That's why I have a lot of different age groups that's friends with me. But the weird thing about it, even my younger nieces, I got some great nieces too, that's in their 20s and in their 30s. But and then my other nieces, they want to come grab me. Auntie, come on, go out with us. They think I'm their equal, but they don't do nothing disrespectful around me and that, and some of them just got to the point. The older ones are through me where they'll have a drink with me or whatever. They never smoke trees with me, anything. None of them, because they know I don't smoke trees. But now my oldest nephew, if he was still here, he probably would. But it's still, even though I'm not that older than them, there's still a respect there as me being my auntie, if anybody understand what I'm saying, as me being their auntie. But we'll go out and have a few drinks or something. Some of them now, I don't know. Then their friends like me. My niece, they want to stop by to see I'm doing this stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm just a likable old lady. But it is what it is. Like Thanksgiving, because everybody know my sister passed November 13th, so we didn't do our Thanksgiving thing like all of us did this year. But one of my nephews, who I helped raise, he had a big Thanksgiving dinner and wanted me to come over there with all the young folks. But I went, my nieces and nephews and stuff. He just wanted to have something. And it is what it is. But I thank God every day for my family that my nieces and nephews are like that with me. Yeah, you got to be very careful. Your blood pressure and all that stuff, having a baby that, oh yeah. You got to chill. Hey, you got to chill. Thank you, everybody coming in, because I didn't really advertise I was coming on this channel. But do y'all think I should just come on here regularly on Saturday or something? Or Saturday and Sunday? But they're really my family days, but I can at least come on here at least 30 minutes or something. I have some uncles younger than some cousins. My grandparents had 12 children. And that's right, Miss Cruz, when you're from a big family like that, and you're going to have nieces and nephews and stuff, aunties and stuff, about us the same age. And I love it, but that's how people have kids. Nowadays, the young ladies, they have one baby. Oh, I can't do that one, okay. But see, their bodies are different. The food is different. What we put in our bodies, I just don't think their bodies are healthy as it used to be. Very seldom you'll see a young lady with 5, 6, or 7 kids, a young one in their 20s and 30s and 40s, but she still have a few that would have some kids. Now I got a niece that's been having, now I think she's 32. Now she told me at my birthday party when they gave me that dinner, we went to Red Lobster, that she ready, she want 2 more kids. But her daughter, I think Destiny is either 13 or going on 14, but I guess she just, well, she had a child, she had a child, she was out of high school, she had a child, but then she went to school, but it took her 6 years to finish because of her having a child, having to work full time, and keep up a home, her rent, her car and all that, like that. So she couldn't go to school full time. And there was sometimes she had to take a leave or something, but she finished. It took her 6 years, but she finished. And right now she's working she's got in her trade. She's working right now in a medical office. That's what she did. And we went to her graduation and everything. So she said she's ready now to have 2 more children. And her daughter wants her too. I said, wow, she'd be like a big sister, almost like a mother. If you're not doing anything, Mrs. Bless, what do you say? My grandpa had a last kid when he was in his 70s. Oh, really? Wow, that's a blessing. He's still, wow. And if you're not doing anything, Mrs. Blessed, what do you mean by that? Men have children late in their life, most older women. Yeah, men can, but a lot of older ladies can't. And then a lot of older ladies don't want to go through that in their age just to get caught up like Miss Cruiser said, somebody 51. Well, evidently she had the baby going through the change. You know what I'm saying? But see, people had kids like that back then. My older sister had 6. She probably wanted more. Then all her kids had kids. So you know how that is. So at least to keep the family going. Most only children have a lot of children. Mostly only one child have a lot of children. That's true. If that's what you mean, Laurie Axel. Most only child. Yeah, the only child will have more children. That's true. Oh, you was talking about me coming live? Yeah. Miss Bless, I saw you having fun and talking about making a baby and baby. They had some baby making music on. I said, if somebody was about to get pregnant that night, I asked him, I said, why y'all playing all that baby making music? Y'all know I'm too old to be having these babies. Trying to go in here and make a baby. All that back in the day, bringing back memories and stuff. Then they want to put on Luther Vandross and everybody. I said, oh, Lord. I think I left before they put on Barry White because I wanted her to play them Baby Blue Draws by Barry White. And when I used to listen to that, it sounded like the man was talking to me. And like Lady Nika said, make you feel like a woman. Nowadays, all this music is mostly rapping, make you feel like you're going on a date. You just got to maybe start taking your clothes off. Because be talking, let me see your booty, drop your booty, give me your booty stuff. Then feel like you just got to just start stripping. But that music we had back then was like slow motion, sexual, getting into the mood, like a candle, pour the wine, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it was, you turn off the lights, light a candle. I want to do something freaky to you, kind of music stuff, letting you know, let's get it on, But now you just got to take off your clothes. You got some WAP going on. Just take it off. You can't even take your time and do a decent striptease. Come on now. Yeah, they had that baby music going on. Yes, indeed. Anyway, y'all, I was only 12 years. I only had one. My sister only has one. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Miss Cruiser, keep on and you'll have that change. Oh, no, baby. No. And if I did, it would definitely be a blessing. It would definitely be a miracle. Gosh. Yeah, I used to love me some Barry White. Oh, with that sexy voice. I really did. Yeah, it was fun. But Lady Nika party was fun, though. It was fun. It was fun. Hey, Michelle. It was fun in the sun. They worked up to it back in the day. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. You would want to turn on the lights. What's that song? I want to do something freaky to you, baby. Yes, indeed. Bless, I said I was an only child for 12 years. I hope you don't think I was 12 when I had my son. I caught on. At first, I thought you said that till I read it second time. Ooh, yeah, only 12. It's 12 years. Mm, yeah. However, things like that happen because that was a story. And I think I talked about it too not too long ago. I think the lady got arrested. She let her daughter have a child by the man was 28. I think it was like that. Yeah. Yeah, can you imagine that? Why would a mother let a daughter get with a 28-year-old man? And the way it sounded as if she wanted her to have a baby. You know? Y'all, I was coming up for 30 minutes. I'm at 36 minutes. All I wanted to do was tell y'all R. Kelly got what he got coming to him, and Michael Jordan, children. Michael Jordan, I just didn't realize he did all. I had to shut down the factory because I had dual utterance, which means multiples. You did? How many sets? You got twins? How many sets you got? I used to think I wanted twins. Sometimes I wish I would have had some twins. And then my older sister had twins. My mother had twins. And it kind of ran to my family because my older sister had twins. I would love to have had some twins. Have you ever heard the case of the Innocence murder? No, Nikki. But what about it? If you don't want to talk about it, we can. No, I ain't gonna say that because that's going negatively. I don't want to do that right here. Maybe at the end. Miss Cruiser, you'll be teaching us other women what not to do. We watch a YouTube video every day. I have 3. What? I had 3. My first was a single, and then I had the twins. Okay. Probably you telling jokes, girl. Oh Lord, something happened like that. Oh Lord. Especially down here talking about maybe we can make a baby. You want a baby, honey? No. You want a baby? No. He said no, flat out no. He said no. I don't want no baby. Ooh, Jesus, on the main line, tell me what you want. Hard people saying he got 15 years when he hasn't had it. I don't know. He ain't got sentenced yet. His sentence is in May 4th. It's horrible. A man had a child with his estranged wife, daughter, and then killed her. That child. Oh, really? What's that story? I'll look it up and come back and talk about it. I ain't know that. Wow, really? You know what, y'all? I don't watch. Okay, they have the Housewives. This it's new to me because I don't watch it. I think it's Palm Springs, Salt Lake City. It's Salt Lake City or something. And there's a black lady on there, and she's married to her grandmother's second husband. Isn't that weird? I had 5 kids. My first 2 were single. Then I had okay, yeah, I read that one. No, that was then I had twins. Then I had a single. Wow. Yeah, okay, you got a nice sized family though. I wish I had way more than my actual ones I birthed with 3. I really wish I did. And I carried away, you don't want no baby. He said, no. He looked, I wish y'all could have seen how he turned around and said it. He said, no. Hell no, you want a baby. Woo. What you talking, Bless? What do you mean? What am I talking about? Or who am I talking to? Let's hope parents would Bless those parents with twins. Yeah, bless those parents with twins. You read about it too? I'm gonna have to read about it though. The man had a child with his estranged daughter. Wow. And then, did he know that was his daughter? I mean, I know it's incest, but you know how sometimes people don't know who their people are? Or he knew it was, I got to read that story. What's the name of the story? I'm interested in that. I'm writing it down. Man had a child with his daughter. I would like to know that. We'll write that down. Okay, I would like to know that. Sound interesting. But do y'all think, and don't y'all think that weird? I think it's the Housewives of Salt Lake City. And married her grandmother's second husband. I wonder, did she take the man from her grandmother? So they knew that, oh Lord, that's some sick stuff. Yes, bless, they knew they were father and daughter. Nah. No. He probably don't mind the activity that leads to it, just not the producing part. Of course not. You get caught when you do that. We're talking about this man go have the baby and then kill her. The granddaughter and her papa. Wow. Morgan Freeman married his stepdaughter. I know y'all, and don't y'all think that was weird for black men? You know, see, we used to think it wasn't in our culture, but it is. We must have stayed hidden for many years. There's a lot of stuff going these days that we would think that was never really in our culture. But even little minor things, you know, when it comes to sex. See, a black man, from what I hear, always had participated in oral sex. And people used to say, oh, them Caucasian, nasty Caucasian, oh, they go down on you, oh, them white man freaking, they this, that. Come to find out, black men been doing it for years, but they always was shy of it. Do y'all agree? Yeah, they always have. Don't y'all think so? Y'all been on 42 minutes. Let me stop looking at the time and enjoy my little talk with y'all over here. What do y'all think? Maybe every Saturday? I have to start coming back over here so I can build this channel up. It's not weird for Morgan. You don't think it was weird? That's weird when they do that to me. That's sick. That's right, Lori. That's sick. So a stepdaughter, a daughter that you raised, you're gonna end up sleeping with her? No, that's weird. I want to read that story though. I'm gonna look for it and read it. Send it to me. My email. We drop my email. Don't y'all hesitate to, if y'all want to talk about some stories. I always have this platform for those of you that don't want a platform and want to talk about some stories. I always say, send me some stories. Somebody today was trying to say, oh, she ain't got so-and-so. Oh, she needs something. I don't need nothing. I tell everybody to send me some stories. That's what I'm doing over here. If y'all, something y'all want me to talk about. Okay? It is what it is. Oh, let me say this too. When I was on earlier, I misspoke. I meant to say George Floyd, not George Foreman. I know y'all understood what I was saying, didn't make a big deal out of it. So I was told somebody had to make a big deal out of that, but you know, because you know, sometimes we might mistake it. I don't know why the man was on my mind for me to say that, but y'all, it is what it is. But I got somebody that analyzed every little thing I say. Y'all watch me to see me whenever I misspoke, to do something like all of us do, you know, Ed now and then. Made a big deal out of it for what I hear. Oh, Lord. That's why I want this channel over here to be free for anybody to speak about whatever story they want to speak about. You know what I'm saying? Because like we might say something sometime, it means something else. Then we say, oh, y'all, I meant, you know, it's not a big deal. Whenever you get a chance to come on, Miss Bless, we will be here. Oh, well, thank you, Michelle A. Especially, okay, yeah, I'm going to start, whenever I come to Bless too, advertise it first. Hey, it was Morgan Freeman and his step-granddaughter. Sick. Whether it's his granddaughter or step, that's just sick. It is. Whether it's a daughter, grand, whatever. That's SICK stick. I don't know. It's just a weird situation. And I said, well, I'm gonna start watching that, because there's advertising it. And I saw a little clip of it that day. The ladies of Salt Lake City, I think it was, not for sure. I said, what? Married to a granddaddy? Did she take the woman from her grandmother? Did they break up and then he got with her? Did she like the man while the man was with her grandmother? I'm just wondering, was she hitting on her? Was they sneaking before the grandmother and him split up for her to marry her grandmother's husband? I got questions. I wish we knew in depth of everything I'm saying. Y'all, I'm looking at my computer right now. I'm on my phone. Everybody and their mama talking about R. Kelly. Everybody online. Wow. I guess when that one thing happened, everybody talk about that one thing all the time. It was my girl Brooklyn 718 Savage. I haven't seen her in a long time. Last I heard her the other day, she's getting into it with somebody. I gotta start going there over there watching her. I don't catch a lot of people. And I don't want her to think I don't be trying to catch her. But her name is Brooklyn 718 Savage. Do y'all ever watch her? Y'all should watch. She came on here teaching us how to do nails. And since I feel like I'm going to start doing my own here at home, I need to go watch. Because my niece had done something for me. Someone just sent me this. Sent you what, Miss Cruiser? I believe he's married. He married his step-granddaughter. I know she was murdered by an ex. Who was murdered by an ex-boyfriend, Miss Toby? Yes, so it is Salt Lake. Okay. Miss Toby, never. I got to go up in the things because I'm getting nosy now. Will Smith reveals that he and Jada Pinkett Smith decided at one point in their marriage that they would no longer be monogamous. Marriage for us can't be a prison. I say it was Morgan Freeman and his step. Miss Toby, I'm curious. Her step granddaughter. No, she was murdered. Miss Toby, who you talking about? Who was murdered? Morgan Freeman's step granddaughter. She was murdered. But an ex-boyfriend murdered his wife. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. His step-granddaughter got murdered by her ex. Oh, okay. See, that's a lot to the story that I don't know. But they weren't married, right? Okay. Yeah, okay, back to what I was saying. I don't even think Brooklyn made it 1,000. We just start dropping her link. Yeah, he was never married. Well, they said that he was married to her. That's what you saying, that Morgan Freeman wasn't ever married to her? Can you call in? Come on the link, and I'm getting confused. How much more time I got? Well, I came on here to be on here 30 minutes because I wanted to talk about R. Kelly and Michael Jordan, but usually when I get to running my mouth, I end up staying over, that's why I ain't doing nothing else right now at this moment. I sent you an article and a video about the story. Okay, you just sent it? I'll look at it when I get on. You just sent it? You emailed it to me? Because you can also text it in that number, but I'll look at the email. Okay, I see it. You text it. Okay. Okay. The man's name is Stephen Padd. And here's the article about the case. I'm going to read that article and come back on and talk about it. Not to the step-granddaughter. Oh, okay. I'll have to have time to look at it, though. Okay. That's going to be interesting. I got 11 more minutes to the top of the hour, y'all, so I might as well make it to the hour. I came up with 30 minutes. That's okay. Now that y'all got another quick story. Now this one that you just sent to me, I want to read it first. I want to look at it first. The story that she sent to me was deeper. Look like you sent me two of them, huh? Okay, okay. Will do. So far, that's what I want to talk about. Let me make sure before I go off. Oh, the Wendy Williams situation, her health update. Well, to me, Wendy just been sickly for a long time anyway, y'all. Do y'all agree? And do you think that, okay, I think they said she had the COVID. Let me see something. I think they said she had the COVID. I'm not for sure. Wendy Williams. Bless you, can pronounce your words however you like. Oh, I know. I'm just saying, you know how you got that one person keep analyzing every little thing? Because that's exactly what I do. I got a different accent to everybody. I pronounce my words. And a lot of times I say things in a joking manner. I know that etc. is not pronounced that. I know yesterday is not pronounced that. And that's just some terminology that I make up and say because it's funny to me. You know what I'm saying? I just, that's just my slang, but you got ignorant people, so I don't worry about them. Yeah, I don't worry about that. I know. I got a couple of them that does that. But anyway, Wendy Williams was released from the hospital. I think she had COVID. A lot of news stations have spoke on it. Some of these news stations don't really give you all the true news, but some of them be okay. They say Wendy Williams is carefully pushed in a wheelchair as her son Kevin strolls beside her doing New York City errand run after host postponed talk show host due to ongoing health issues after testing positive for COVID. But Wendy Williams always have seemed kind of sickly to me before the even COVID. See, but always had some kind of issues going on. And beyond her control, but I'm just saying. So Wendy Williams is home improving every day after being hospitalized. She said, I did speak with Wendy, her brother Thomas Williams said on YouTube. She's stabilized, she's doing all right. In an update on an ongoing health issue talk show veteran Wendy Williams has faced recently, she has reportedly been released from a New York hospital after battling COVID-19, according to Entertainment. Additionally, her brother Thomas Williams Jr. also spoke. Now, this new to me. I've never had her talk with her brother before. And whenever I saw some of her family members that would be on the show, it would be her mother and her father back then. I never had known anything about her brother. He said, I can't give all the blow by blows. I told her I'll never proceed her voice through the show, but I do thank you all for the kind words. I really do believe and have faith that Wendy's going to make it. Yeah, I never knew nothing about her brother. She did pick up on drinking, huh? I know, Miss Cruz, I say Pacific, and we know Pacific is talking about something specifically. We know Pacific can be the Pacific Ocean. But see, if you come on here joking like that, you got two people that trip about it. So yeah, we know what we be saying. So Miss Toby, you thought it was because of her drinking, so she had become an alcoholic? Okay, I didn't know that her brother had a channel. I really didn't. I think I'm a peek over there at his channel. I did not know. I never heard of her brother speaking out for Wendy. This is my first hearing of it. Didn't know she had a brother. Only knew about her parents, which I'm quite sure a lot of people got family, celebrities and stuff. But everybody don't put their family out there like that. Just like on YouTube, some people don't even mention their family. Me, myself, I don't mind saying I'm going out with my family. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And, but people can assume what they want to assume. Oh, she got to come on here because she's lonely, or people don't like her, or her husband in a wheelchair. When people don't know something about you, they make stuff up. They make up the worst stuff and let them tell everybody on dope because they don't know nothing about you. I just had somebody trying to tell me what my talent was and don't know nothing about my life. Nothing at all. And the person that went there, oh my God. I don't even see how they had the tenacity to talk about somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna never come on here and tell everything about myself. I come over here on YouTube and do what I do. Okay. Her brother has a YouTube, okay. He's a Jersey, but I watch him. He's a Jersey. What's a Jersey? I don't know no Jersey else. He's a Jersey, but I watch him. Okay. I think that, and you said allegedly her drinking, but like I say, something going on with her. I thought maybe she's on some kind of anxiety medication or something. But look, guys, I've been on here 55 minutes. I'm gonna get ready to get up here. I'm gonna go ahead and read the story too, Nikki. Don't be surprised if I come back on later on, y'all, on either one of these channels. But like I said, I'm gonna try to come on. Now, Nappy Child in here. Nappy Child, you in here? Or Laurie, anybody that know who I'm talking about? When I say Brooklyn, 718 Salvage, she been on for a while. I'm looking at her now. I didn't know she never got to 1,000. We used to drop her link all the time. Bless you can. So anybody know a link? Drop it for me. If not, I'll get in and put it on my community board. She's another one of the young ladies I like to watch on here when I get a chance. And I haven't been able to catch her a lot lately. But I'm going to get ready to get up out of here. Hugh Hefner, I say. The man lived a long time. He kept him from women's Playgirl house. His Playboy house. We're going to dance out of here. You don't know who else in my chat. You don't know who we used to drop a link. Go watch it real fast. You know, okay. I don't know. I'm gonna put her link on my community board. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share with her lives doing what she's doing her nails. Then you see. Oh, he's a jerk. Okay, because I'm gonna say, what is a Jersey? Yes, Savage. I'm gonna have to put that over there. Yeah, I used to drop her link all the time. But you like her too. Oh Lord, even Troy Allen is trying to make that. But her name is Brooklyn 718 Savage. And I'm going to share with her things. And then y'all remember who I'm talking about. Okay, but with that said, y'all, 58 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. I came on for 30, turned it to an hour. But see, that's what I like, interaction. When I get interaction, I'll stay and talk. Thanks for you guys coming over here. It was totally spontaneous. I ain't had nothing else to do, and I know I need to start coming over here, and that's what I'm going to start doing, okay? It is what it is. And I don't want no to mess over here. I just want to talk about my little news stories when I run across something that I feel like I want to talk about. Okay? Okay, is that okay? So I'm going to drop the diamonds, please. Can we drop the diamonds while I get my music? Let the music play. We will get away. Hey, jump. Thank you, everybody. Drop the diamonds. Woo-hoo. Y'all have a great afternoon. I'll try to find something to get into. Toodaloo. I got 30 seconds to the top of the hour. Then I'm going to end.